Good morning, welcome to
MathProblems number 103.
MathProblems number 103. Today we're going to start probably a series of like 4 or 5 videos on this special awesome topic called continued fractions.
Yeah.
And we started off by looking at, this morning, you and I were looking at the continued fraction for pi.
Yeah.
Right, and it was this long fraction that gave us approximations that pi is approximately 3.
Yeah.
22 sevenths, I don't remember the other ones, 333 over 106, 355 over 113, and then came this crazy one, 103, 993 over 33, 102. And then there was a whole list of them, right? Yeah, it was pretty neat. So that was fun, right? We got to do a lot of work with continued fractions.
Yeah.
Okay, but now we're going to do the simplest continued fraction of all. Are you ready?
Yep.
Okay, so here we go. So what is a continued fraction? It's just a fraction that looks like a longer extended fraction. 1 plus 1 over 1 plus 1 over 1 plus 1 over 1 plus 1 over 1.
It goes on for infinity.
1 plus 1, da da da. So this is a continued fraction.
Yeah.
It just continues.
Yeah.
And it's a?
Continued fraction.
Well, it continues and it's a?
Fraction.
So that makes it a?
Continued fraction.
Awesome. Okay. So we're just going to look at this fraction, at this crazy fraction, and see what we can make of it. But because it goes on forever, we may as well do what we did with the pi continued fraction and stop it at the beginning, then go to the next step, then go to the next step, and just see what we get, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So why don't we make a list? This isn't going to be the best place to do it, but maybe we'll make our list right there. So if we stop right at the beginning, what does this equal?
It's 1 plus. It's 1. Just 1.
1. Okay, so step 1, we just get 1.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, step 2, we get?
Is 1 plus 1 over 1.
Okay, 1 plus 1 over 1. Okay, can you tell me what that equals?
Well, it's 1 plus 1, which is 2.
2.
Because 1 over 1 is 1.
Yeah, so you know what, just for fun, I'm going to write these as 1 over 1, 2 over 1. Step 3 goes to here.
1 plus 1 over 1. 1 plus 1 over 1.
Okay, hold on. 1 plus 1 over 1 plus 1 over 1.
That's going to be 3 because we have 2 1 over 1s.
Alright, let's go slowly on this. What's the first thing you have to evaluate?
It's 1 plus 1 over 1.
Where is that? Can you circle that for me?
Because it's down here.
Okay, what is that equal to?
It's 2.
2, so this is the same as 1 plus 1 over
2.
2.
1 plus 1 over 2.
And what's this?
And 1 plus 1 over 2 is, it's going to be 3. Because it's going to be 3. Well, if you add it, you're going to get, it's 3 halves.
3 halves. This is 1 plus a half, right?
Yeah, and
That is
3 halves.
3 halves. Okay, let's do one more.
1
So with that time we stopped there. Now we'll go to here.
1 plus 1.
Whoa.
1 plus 1 over 1 plus
1 over 1 plus 1 over 1 plus 1 over 1. Whoa. Okay. What's
So-
the first thing we have to do?
here.
Okay, what does this equal?
It's 2.
Okay. So what's the next thing we have to do?
We have to do 1 plus 1 over 2, which is going to be 3 halves, like we found out here.
Okay, so this is 3 halves.
This is 1 plus 1 over 3 halves.
Okay.
So we have to do this.
All right, and what's that?
It's 2/3.
Okay, so now I get 1 plus 2/3.
And 1 plus 2/3 is going to be 5/3.
5/3. Pretty interesting.
Yeah.
So let's look at the fractions that we're getting. 1 over 1, 2 over 1, 3 over 2, 5 over 3. You see any patterns yet?
There's Fibonacci on the bottom.
What? Fibonacci? 1, 1, 2, 3. So what do you think the next one might be?
Probably
On the bottom.
something over 5. And it looks like it's going to be 8 over 5 because it looks like you're just one ahead in the top.
What?
Whoa.
Fibonacci?
Where did that come
Where
from?
did that come from?
Wow, that's interesting.
That is just a bunch of ones.
Yeah, but then you get all these fractions which are Fibonacci. Wow.
Whoa. So if we knew the Fibonacci numbers, maybe we could actually write down all these fractions.
Whoa, yeah.
That'd be really cool, right?
Yeah.
All right, so let's do that tomorrow, okay?
Yeah.
All right, good job, sweetie. Was that a surprise to see the Fibonacci numbers?
Yeah, that was surprising.
Cool surprise?
Yeah.
I told you it was awesome. All right, good job, hon. Good job.